When the bombs fall, most shelters will provide minimal protection against the horrors of nuclear war. Thankfully, Vault-Tec has manufactured...
Hi all, and welcome to the video. Let's check out our dwellers in Vault 235. Right, now, I played a bit last night and got quite a lot done actually. I got sort of... I intended to log on for 10-15 minutes and just do a few little bits and ended up playing far too long. So we've had a few dwellers since. We got a lunchbox. I don't think we're due any more anytime soon. I've got this one again and it's still kind of buggy. And in that lunchbox we got a new dweller and he was amazing. This guy. Jacob Fisher, he turned up and his stats are pretty stunning. So he's been out all night. He's on his way back. I logged in this morning and he had a bit more than half HP. He went out at level 2. I think he was only like level 15. So he's gained 4 levels, used 1 Radaway. I sent him out with 15 stim packs and he's used them all. But look at all this loot. Look at all the loot. All useful stuff. I mean, none of it's amazing. But it's all, well, it's better than the armor we haven't got and the weapons we haven't got. So he's on his way back, so he won't be back in this episode. Everyone seems to be leveling. I started getting very close on battery, and by that I mean with power. Ooh, we're quite low on water there. Let's 10 seconds. No. Oh. Yeah, so I've finished off the rooms here and quite a few other challenges. I had 3 dwellers out, and they all came back with lots of credits. I have many caps, lots of caps. I got 2 500s from one box, something else. Another one came back. I mean, you can see here with this guy. Look at his stats, perception, but then endurance and his luck. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's been pretty good. So I've been training up the dwellers. Now by battery, this little line here, that's battery. So I actually built a small power station here. I couldn't fit another full-size one in because you can't build past this bit of rock along here. And trained up some dwellers there. Now the babies, after they were born, I was up very early this morning, so I literally threw them in here. See, the level 1, and I've decided that the way to do it is build up the endurance, as they are in here. Already done 1. They're on 28 minutes. Yeah, they've just started, and then, you know, an hour, 2 hours, all sort of vary. So I set, you know, made a point of being back in the game, or firing up the game, doing a bit there. I've done a bit of agility training here. I've got strength training. That's helped with power a lot. As you can see, I went to King Tate and maxed him out. He was on about 7. So over the last couple of days, he's been in there training, and he's now maxed 10 plus the armor. Like so. Not bad. So that's really helped with power. Because as soon as I started building these bigger rooms, it started being a problem. I've named a couple of other dwellers. I can't see the one I'm looking for now. Oh, that armour Prince Tater is wearing, this one, Professor outfit, that came with the new guy. I think there was one other new guy. And, of course, to keep happiness up, we've had a bit of dancing and things happening in... in the living quarters, which are also upgraded, so we can have more dwellers. And the next big one is 50, I think. Let's take a look. Fitness room. So I can build a lounge and train charisma, but what I really want is the nuclear reactor, because I've hit a point whereby if I build another power station, you know, to get this battery level back here. I'm going to end up destroying it just so I can carry on and build. I guess. Well, yeah, I'd end up putting. I wouldn't have enough people to run it, so it's one of those. We've got kids coming along. See, look, breed two strong dwellers together, you get strong children. So it's kind of good. And I've done that with a few of the others. This is the weapon center. No one's training in there at the minute because I need everybody in working well in the water. There's 6 in there. They're all, I'll show you now, they've all got pretty good perception. I'll try a rush in there. 24, go on then. Yeah, so I may need another water room soonish, and this is down to numbers. I've got that many people in here that I'm starting to need that bit of extra. So yeah, that's it really. That's we had a bit of a long one last time because oh god, not these guys, rad roaches. Kill them all. I don't want them spreading. As you get bigger, they spread, and that is so infuriating. It crushes your happiness if they spread into more than 2 rooms. Just let me quickly make sure I'm stimming. Having to stim them is really quite difficult. I did have it set so I could zoom right out, and it made it a bit easier. But that doesn't seem to be working now. It was on I had it key bound, but it doesn't seem to work. But again, yeah, like we said, you will see bugs in, you know, a kind of semi-ported game. Who's low there? It's going to be better getting some decent weapons onto people, that's for sure. Why are you... It's because they've got no perception, I think. That's why they're taking so long to... Because he's got pretty good perception. And, yeah, Frank's got pretty good perception as well. Oh, come on, they're rad roaches! When you start the game, Fallout 3, it's the first thing you ever shoot at is a rad roach. And these are backyard mobs, you know? Startup area mobs. Right. Well, they got XP for it anyway. Are they all healthy? We still generated power, even with 3 of them missing from the room. Right, so let's replenish some stim packs. 14%. Sounds pretty safe. Yes. So we now have 35 again. I think people say 35 is the max. But if you put 35 on a dweller, send him out, can you make another 35? Can you do that? I don't know. Yeah, this is the in classroom, or academy, because I've upgraded it. Look, you get the GOAT exam. So that's for training up the boffins of the vault. So that's for training up these guys here. See Helen Hogwarts. This lady here could do with another. I haven't got any suitable uniform. Oh, I'm wasting that uniform. That should be up here, shouldn't it? Let's take a look. He's wearing formal lucky. Let's give him that. And this, she's wearing Republic Roads. Oh, that's 4 and luck. Ooh, level. And he's wearing Scribe Rothschild's robe, which is pretty useful. But actually, I think he's going to be better off with more charisma. So there you go, chaps. You're in your gym jams. food. Yeah, so we're just poodling along quite nicely now. What I want to do is get to 50 and then level this guy up quite a bit in a room. Get him to, I don't know, pretty high level, 30, 40 maybe. Once he's that level, send him out again, and he should come back with even better gear, but he'll have to be out for a couple of days, so I'll probably give him a bit more endurance. His luck is capped now. So I think he's like a special. I don't know. But yeah, so the luckier you are, the better you do outside. See, I keep thinking this room's stopped working, but it's not. It's this projector. It's pretty weird. You zoom in. See there, look. It's from the Pit Boy. When you've taken damage, these nasty little rats running around. The room is running. There you go, see, look. Goat exam. And a globe. You can't do anything to. Do like that room. And then in here, weapons sensor. Many, many guns. So that's where you go for perception training. And there's all kinds of fun stuff in there. When you've got people in here, though, the athletic centre, and someone starts using the horse there, then you can't click on them. And not because they're moving fast. You sort of touch, the mouse is touching them, but it just doesn't register. It's damned annoying when you're trying to move them. So that's it. It's just a quickie. This is just a quick check-in with the dwellers. You all seem to be doing well. I named Arthur Kadawa, so there you go. You're a scientist and an officer. But would this be better? Intelligence 1, that gives intelligence 2, so nope, you're fine there. So if I rush this room now, it makes 12 stim packs, but it stays at 35. So nope, don't want that. So actually we've only got 8 radaways, so let's go make some more radaways. And that's how I've sort of been doing it, moving them back and forth. It's kind of strange. Oop. Level. Yeah, from what I've been reading, once you get these training rooms, immediately, as soon as a child matures, put them straight in there, start training them. And do it all at level 1. Get as much out of their stats at level 1 as you can. Science lab. Oh, they've got guns everywhere. Except for her. Why haven't you got a gun? Yep, now you've got a gun. You don't have it. Why have you not got a gun? You got one? Nope. See, that's how you take care of those guys. Bang, bang, splat, no mucking about. Let's heal everyone up. Okay. Heal you. You're okay. Oop. Food and water. Keep those going. Can we get another rush here? Right, which now means we've got 16 of those. I should probably go back to making more stim packs. So that's what we'll do. We'll make some more stim packs. Hopefully that'll work. Oh. Yeah, we can generate the power, but I'd rather that this bar was somewhere down here, so we were always way over. But it would have been about halfway. But like I say, just even if I hadn't put a lift here, you would create no more than 3 block room here and a 4 block there. So, tricky. And then it's having the people to man it. How many's in here? There should. That looks like 5. It is 5. Ah. Right, okay. Have I got some perception person training somewhere else? I probably do. So on the radio... Why am I can't get rid of this barracks thing. Let's go back to the barracks. That's cleared it. Like I say, buggy. Broadcast 5. Oh, right. Well, we'll wait the 5 minutes and see if we actually get someone. That'd be quite good. And then, depending what the stats they've got, they can pretty much go directly into a training room. Yeah, she hasn't got particularly amazing strength, but she has. But that's because she spent hours and hours and hours in there. Takes 25 minutes for +1, and then an hour for +3, and then 2 hours for +4. So yeah, it was just a case of checking in through the day and just sort of clicking on them as they leveled up there. So it was all good. We're generating stacks of credits, but when we come to build some of these bigger rooms, especially sort of gardens, reactors, and eventually the Nuka-Cola bottler, well, then we're going to need those caps. So, yeah, tricky. 4 minutes. Well, it's worth waiting. I quite like reading sometimes their sort of adventures. So look at that. The Maya Lurk is armoured everywhere but the face, so I use that to my advantage. It's dead. Suffered 1 damage. Earned 1030 XP. Giant rad scorpion. As if the normal ones aren't bad enough, this might be the end. 1 fire ant soldier extinguished. Feral Ghoul Roamer is shambling towards me. Oh, Feral Ghoul Roamer attacked friend. I had to run. Suffered 6 damage, earned 160. Vicious dog. Fire ant warrior. Oh my god. Time to run and recover. Yeah, because he literally ran out. That was probably his last stim, so I was quite lucky to catch him and sort of grab him back before he died out there, because that would have been an awful shame. He was only in the vault for half a day while I did a few bits with him. How are we doing over here? 2 minutes 56 seconds. I might as well include the result in this video just to see. It seems to be going okay. So the challenges I've got aren't brilliant. Daily report, there was a box for that and then something else, so we're back to day 1 for whatever reason. There we go. Right, so objectives: sell 5 weapons. Well, we can't do that yet. 18 dwellers to the right room is bugged as hell. The way that kind of works, I'll try and show you here. So, okay, let's pick someone with a right. So they've got strength. So if I hover them over here, so you get yellow sort of brackets over the corners, green here, yellow, yellow, and the training rooms always come up yellow. Agility 2. So if I pop them in there, nothing. Now obviously if they've got that much strength, surely this is the correct room, but the challenge or the task doesn't seem to recognize it. So it's kind of like you're gaining nothing by having them. I'll leave her in there actually. Timer 1 minute 30. Okay. So I've got a few more. So if I've got plenty. Oh, he's Frank Kadawa's first kid. So if any more subs want to be named, I can certainly do that. That's not a problem. We've got plenty of bodies to go around, so that could be pretty cool, actually. Are we there yet? Oh, it's a countdown. So yeah, see, we're okay on power. I would just like to have a bit more storage. And of course, when there's rad roaches, sometimes it'll dip just below, and then a few of these training rooms shut down. And when that happens, anyone in there just starts wandering around. I don't know if it resets their training or not, but yeah, they stop actually training. King Tater, level 26. Yeah, a few more bits of armor around here would be good. See, they're in the water room, but that's also the Raiders' first port of call. So having that is it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain. Because if you run out of water, all your dwellers become ill. How are we doing? Oh. Oh, well, we didn't get one on the 5 minutes. I'll probably hang in game for another 11 minutes. Just to see. Okay. Can go make radaways again now. That one hiding in the little room there. Right. But yeah, it only takes a few days if you sort of click into game and just click on when their training is due up. So you sort of log in. Well, you can kind of leave, because you can sort of have it minimized. You can almost leave it up in the corner while you're doing other stuff. And I did that. I had to do some practice today. Yesterday rather, and the day before on the guitar. I am about 2 or 3 days ahead of you guys on these videos. So yeah, so there was one video I made that was just terrible. It just wasn't very good. So I kind of scrubbed it, didn't bother with it. So that's why we seem to jump ahead in 1 or 2 places. Right, there's 6 in there. I would pay the caps to have a sprinkler system. And what I found is if you get a fire in a room that's not being used, it very quickly spreads to 2 or 3 rooms and spreads unhappiness in your vault, which is a total pain in the bum. So that went from seconds back to 11 minutes for some reason. And that room's got 3 or 4 people in it. So I don't know. I know Frank is quite charming, isn't he? He's very charming, actually. I might put him up there, but I need to stay on top of power as well. Start healing these guys. This interface. Well, it's designed for mobile devices. It's not designed for PC, but it'd be nice if Bethesda eventually released this as a PC game, but unlikely. Unlikely. Right, okay, well, we'll leave the video there. And like I say, any more requests for anyone that wants to have a dweller named after them, please do so. Okay, folks, bye for now.